Hello, my dear people. Welcome to Good Daily Talk, where truth is the business of the day. I come to you with another blockbuster of the happenings in Biafra land and the case of our amiable leader, Mazi Okechukwu Nnamdi Kanu, and what is going on with the federal government of Alakampo, Nigeria. Let's hear the news in details. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the gimmicks of Nigeria Fulani oligarchy continues to fail and will eventually collapse. It has now become glaringly clear to all and sundry that this Buhari's government is hell-bent on persecuting Nnamdi Kanu rather than persecuting. Like what they are persecuting instead of a prosecution. From the inception of the frivolous claims the federal government carried against Kanu in 2015 till date, after their court discharged him on all the existing and the subsequent charges and acquitted him. This has been the case. The continued illegality has dismayed many folks and made them react to a recent blind argument brought by the quota system Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who calls himself San, concerning the meaning of the discharge and acquitted. This has further exposed Malami, who occupied the Attorney General of the Federation office, as incompetent, unlettered, half-baked, and unscrupulous, who tends to aggressively pursue emotional and self-interest other than national interests. Subsequently, the order to release the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has given the appeal court judgment nullifies all previous and subsequent charges, cases, or trial of any sort in Nigeria, as it stated categorically and unequivocally. The Nigerian government violated her own laws and international laws on extradition treaties, which she is a signatory to. The judgment therefore bars, prevents, prohibits, and restricts, and as well strips the government of her powers and their capacities to continue in existing trial, amendment of charges, detaining and prosecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Furthermore, the judgment thus discharged and acquitted the IPOB leader. The gimmicks of these cabals controlling the presidency has become obvious. Even the unthinking minds can grasp their jokes easily. Should federal government refuse to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with this part they are doing, it will regrettably result in rancor and anarchy in the national level. Therefore, validating the assertion that this government is an autocratic and dictatorial regime which will equally rub mud on their international face. Nigeria's fast forwarding to her great and imminent collapse substantialities, the Igbo adage says, Onwugebu wankita anahekweya rusinse, meaning the death that awaits a dog will not allow it perceive the poisonous odor of the fracas. Those steering the capsizing ship called Nigeria are bent on achieving their quest to crush and destroy Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB elites, stop the Biafra agitation in general. Hence, their recalcitrant attitude and refusal to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will cost them more than they bargain. One will wonder why someone like Sunday Igboho was released until today. Nothing has been heard of him and his Yoruba Nation agitation. The answer is glaring. Nnamdi Kanu is the only stumbling block, threat, and fear of these cabals towards their agenda to Islamize Nigeria, cripple and infiltrate Igbo, and are ascribed guided by British government, who want Nigeria to continue on her weak legs for her avaricious interest. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu is perceived as a defeat by these Janjaweeds in Nigeria. Nigeria presidency. But definitely their gimmicks has been made public and viral. The dance styles have changed as the music no longer sings in the language they understand. They have got no option other than discharge him and acquitted him as ordered by the UN Working Committee, by the Federal High Court in Omaya, and by the Appeal Court in Abuja. So, my dear people, I guess the message is very, very sound and clear. Our people used to say, the message from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu through his lead counsel is very, very clear and understanding. I don't know how we get to the place, to the area we are at the moment. I don't know who do us, I don't know who's where for us. But the simple truth still remains that we have foreigners living in our lands. And those foreigners are the ones controlling the economy of the country. And those ones are the ones who decide what will happen next in Nigeria. Now they are planning to bomb Abuja so that they will hand it over to their slave masters as they requested. The most annoying part of all this is the slave masters is the one who brought all this what do they call it? All this security alert that is coming. I don't know how a foreigner in our land is the one to tell us now that there will be an attack in our capital territory. Before they release that in less than 24 hours, they have evacuated all the important heads from their countries here back to their nation. So are they the one planning this attack? How are they? How do you want me to believe they are just their intelligence covered there will be an attack on Nigerian soil without the notice of the indigents of the land, rather than you, the foreigner? You people are not, there is something you people are not telling us. And I don't want to be too optimistic here. Truth be told, there is something you people are not telling us. Some you people are the one that organize this heat. Or you people knows the people, those that are behind it. But notwithstanding, I must make it clear to each and every one of them out there. If what they are planning is to eliminate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that means Somalia will be better than Nigeria, as they said. And I must be honest with you people. If anything happens to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the SSL, now almost every host and cranes have been shouting, release him unconditionally and let him go. Malami Abubakar and the Buhari refused with other Fulani cabals, thinking that they can control the affairs of the Igbo land. The Nigeria we have left in their care, look at how they have turned it into. Now they want to enter Biafra land to control. They cannot be able to handle Biafrans. We are not fools like other South and the rest of them. Anyone you see that come from the southeast have what it takes to turn you to a moron. So you people should not underrate us. We fought with Nigerian in 1967 to 1970 without no any ally, without no support of anyone. And at the end, what happens? There's no victim, no vanquish. So nobody defeated us and we don't defeat anybody. That's the gospel truth. So my great people of Biafra, please people should not mind my voice. I'm just trying my best to make sure that I bring a good and new thing on daily basis to my table, to make sure that my fans, my subscribers, and those who love what I'm doing will not miss my voice or the content that I used to drop on daily basis. Please, let's go straight to another news before we round up. Special forces, soldiers, policemen, DSS operating storm Abuja arrest scores of suspects. I heard you are working. The Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government has increased security in the capital territory after the terror alerts issued by the United States and the United Kingdom. The U.S. Embassy had, in a statement last Sunday, announced that it will offer reduced services until further notice and urge American citizens to avoid non-essential movements. The statement added that possible targets by the terrorists may include government buildings, places of worship, schools, markets, shopping malls, hotels, bars, restaurants, athlete gatherings, transport terminals, law enforcement facilities, and international organizations. Also, in an advisory issued by the same Sunday by its embassy in Abuja, the United Kingdom, advised its citizens in Nigeria to stay alert and consider their movements carefully. The British government also urged its citizens to follow the local news and the advice of the security authorities in order not to be victims of a terrorist attack. On its part, the Australian government on Wednesday advised its citizens to consider the need to travel to Nigeria. Nigeria has become a dead zone. The country listed Abuja and surrounding areas as places of possible high threats of terrorist attack and kidnapping, adding that those who have to travel to Nigeria are at risk of terrorist attacks, kidnaps, civil violence, civil unrest, and crime. He said the potential for terrorism, kidnapping, crime, and civil unrest remains high throughout Nigeria. If, despite our advice, you undertake travel within Nigeria, research routes and get professional security advice and support before departing. Denmark, Bulgaria, Germany, Ireland, and Canadian authorities also issued separate security alerts, asking their citizens in the country to stay alert and refrain from visiting doing certain things. Strategic and areas and flashpoints. According to Sunday Punch, the federal government has massively deployed special forces and the elite presidential guards brigades in the Abuja metropolis to prevent possible terrorist attacks. Armed security personnel, including policemen, were seen patrolling in the city center, the Kubwa Expressway, Jabi, the NNPC towers, and the War College, both in the Central Business District and around the Central Bank of Nigeria headquarters and other strategic areas. It was gathered that the authorities on Friday dispatched intelligence officers to the satellite towns, including Gwari, Kubwa, Suleja, Lugbe, and other places where terror suspects were believed to be hibernating. Reliable security source confirmed that scores of suspects have been arrested for profiling in what has been described as a major counterintelligence operation. One of the sources stated the ongoing operation was successfully netted many suspects who will be profiled. Beyond this, the special forces and the guards brigade have been activated to strengthen the security cordon around the Federal Capital Territory. I'm sure you have seen their show of force patrol around the city and on the highways. Nothing is being spared to keep the capital city safe and secure. Intensified return patrol. On the heavy deployment of security operatives, the spokesperson for the Federal Capital Territory Police Command, DSP Josephine Ade, noted that the patrol was intensified for visibility and confidence building and not as a panic response. She stated this isn't the first time our men are patrolling the city. We all know what informed these questions. However, I would like to reiterate that the standpoint of the police as pronounced by the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, in a publication released by the Force PRO, Olumiyowa Adejobi, that the Federal Capital Territory is safe. This is an intensified routine patrol for visibility, policing, and confidence building and should not be mistaken for a panic response at all. That is what she is telling us, and she wants us to believe. Abuja have been ravaged by terrorist attacks and the rest of them. Just the ones we know. The brigade of guards was attacked. Many prominent and high-rank officers were abducted. The whereabouts, nobody knows. Whether they have paid ransom and released, nobody knows. This one can never come on the national news. But if by chance now, a one-year-old boy was arrested, it will appear in all the whole news channel. If by mistake, an Igbo man do something with a military, it will appear on national TV that the IPOB now is threatening the security of the land. That is what we get when you elected morons to lead you. That is what you get when you elected those who have no single interest of the people at heart other than their own selfish desire and the stomach infrastructure. Look at what this girl is saying, that everywhere it is not intensified or change for feasibility policing. And just they talk rubbish. Just they talk nonsense because you are being guided by a lot of policemen and the military. You don't know what an ordinary man is passing on the street on daily basis. Anyway, my people, because of my voice, I bet to end the broadcasting here because my voice is really disturbing me. But I see what I can do about it. Until I come your way again, I say remain your one and only Okuta Daily Talk from my own corners. Please like my content, share, comment, and invite your family and friends so that they may be part of this moving trend. The assurance is that we are moving in the right direction, and the truth is the order of the day and the business of the day in our platform. Bye, all of you for now. I will see you again in my next video and broadcast. Bye.